Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are enjoying all the problems that I am uploading. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe and also share among your friends. Today's problem is max difference you can get from changing an integer, right? So you are given an integer num. You will be applying the following steps exactly 2 times. So pick a digit must be between 0 to 9, and pick another digit y is also 0 to 9. The digit y can be equal to x also. So that's a good thing. Replace all the occurrences of x in the decimal representation of num by y. So you pick two digits, right? So x and y. So whatever the occurrences of x in the number, right, you are going to replace with y. So that is 1. So the new integer cannot have leading zeros. So that's one constraint, and also the new integer cannot be 0. So those are the two constraints. So you could pick any x, any y, but the final number cannot be 0 once you replace the x with y. So that is a constraint, right? So let a and b be the results of the applying two operations to number, first and second times. So we are told that we have to apply these operations, picking a digit and replacing the occurrences by 2 times, right? So on the num, the given integer. So first time applying, let's say the result is a, second time applying, the result is b. So now we have to return the max difference between a and b, right? So that is the question. So this question is a little bit very much ambiguous. So let's try to understand by looking at some examples, right? So let's go ahead and look at the example 1. So number given is 555 and the output is 888. So from the number given 555, the output is 888. So here let's try to understand or apply some operations on the number 555. Let's go back to the description. So pick a digit, right? That's what it said, x. Pick another digit, y. So let's say if you pick x is equal to 1 and another digit y is equal to 0. What that means is you have to replace all ones by 0, right? Because when I'm choosing x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0. But is there any x is equal to y 1 here? No, not really. So that means what we have to pick the digits is, even though the digit picking is 0 to 9, you can't really have a choice to pick the digits which are not present in the number, right? So you have to pick the digits which are present in that number. So fortunately these are all 5s, right? 555, 555. So there is only one digit is available, 5. So you have to pick 5. You can't pick any other. So x is equal to 5 now, right? So you picked x is equal to 5. So pick another digit y, 0 to 9. So now you can pick with you can pick any digit now. So you don't have you have all 10 choices available, 0 to 9. So let's say y is equal to 0. So what happens if y is equal to 0? So you picked x is equal to 5, right? X is equal to 5, and let's say you picked y is equal to 0, right? So now the next step is replace all occurrences of x in the decimal representation of num by y. So the number is 555, right? So if you replace all 5 with zeros, right, it will become 0, 0, 0. But it cannot, the last constraint it says the new integer cannot have leading zeros. So this has leading zeros, and if you take 3 zeros or 2 zeros, whatever it is, right, it becomes the final as 0, right? So that means you cannot make y is equal to 0. So 0 is a wrong choice now, right? So you cannot make 0, right? So 0 is a wrong choice. So now let's pick another number. Let's pick y is equal to 1. So with that 555, what it will become, 111, right? So that is the number that we got. So let's say this is one number, right? So let's call this as a, right? Let's call this as A. And since we have to apply this 2 times, right? That's what it said. So A is the first number and B is the second number, right? So let's go ahead and pick 2, right? Y is equal to 2. So in that case, 5, 5, 5, if you transform, right, it will become 2, 2, 2, right? That will become B, right? Okay. So now the difference between A and B is diff is equal to 1, 1, 1. But what we are asked is we have to return the max difference between A and B, right? So you pick any number and replace all the occurrences and you come up with A and B and return the max difference, right? So if you pick 3, 4, 5, 6, that means Y values. Y is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6. You can choose any of them until 9, right? So 0 to 9 you can choose. So let's pick 9, right? So if you can transform 5, 5, 5, it will become 9, 9, 9. So now our B is this. So we have generated so many combinations of A's and B's. We have picked 1, 2, 3, 4 until 9. So what is the maximum difference that we could obtain is the minimum number is all ones and maximum number is all nines. So that means the difference is 8, 8, 8, right? So difference. So this is the maximum difference, right? That's why the output is 8, 8, 8. So this is how we are going to return. So this is like a very easy example, I would say, because we just chose just one number and replace all the occurrences with that particular Y, right? But what if the number is 1, 2, 3? What if the number is 1, 2, 3? So this is when the problem comes, right? So if you go down and look for the more examples, so obviously the first example is straightforward. It's pretty easy to solve. But since num is any number in the integer range, I believe, so some numbers are given 9, and the third example is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one is 10,000, and this one is 9,288. So these kind of numbers. So these are not all numbers are same, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are like 6 different numbers are possible here. So that means we cannot go and apply this logic what we have been doing here, right? So we cannot really go and take and experiment with each and every number possible, right? So let's try to understand more, right? So if you want to get the maximum difference, right? If you want to get the maximum difference, what should be A and B, right? What should be A and B? So with a simple logic, what we can say is A should be the minimum number possible, right? A should be the minimum number possible and B should be maximum number possible, right? Max number possible with the constraint, with all these constraints, right? So whatever the constraints that we are given, right? Replacing all the occurrence of x with y, and it cannot have leading zeros, and the final number cannot be 0 and all that. So with all the constraints, we should find a minimum number for the given number and maximum number for the given number. So if you go back to this idea A and B, right? So A 1, 1, 1 is the minimum number possible. B 9, 9, 9 is the maximum number possible. So the difference is 8, 8, 8. So now what we said is we actually don't need all this calculation now, right? So what we are saying is calculate the minimum number possible, calculate the maximum number possible. That's why you can get the maximum difference between those two, right? So now that we got a little bit headway, we have to calculate two numbers, right? With all the constraints A and B. We can't choose x and y arbitrarily, but we have to come up with a strategy to come up with a minimum number with a maximum number for a given number, right? So that is the first thing that we are going to do. So we are given with a number, we need to find a minimum number, and we need to find a maximum number with all the constraints, right? For example, number is 22, right? For example, number is 22. Normally, if you take 2 digits, right, the minimum possible number is 10 with 2 digits, right? With minimum possible number is 10. But for our problem, it is wrong, because if there are number of digits are 2, 10 is not the minimum possible number, because let's try to apply the same steps again, right? So we have to pick a digit x and replace it with another digit y. So since the number is 22, for 2, if we are going to replace with another number, if you replace 2 with 0, let's say, so you need to replace this 2 also with 0, because of the third bullet in the restriction, the description. All the occurrence of x in the decimal representation of num by y. So we have to replace all occurrence of x by y. So that's the reason why 10 cannot be the lowest number possible. So you could replace it with 0. So that means the number will become 0. But that is again violation of the fourth thing, right? Number cannot be 0. So you could take 1 and replace all 2's with 1. Yes, that you can do. So 11 can be the lowest number possible, right? So that's what I am saying here. 11 can be lowest number possible. So if you go and try to understand what could be the highest number, right? So you replace 2 with 9. So 9, so 99 that will become. So 11 is the lowest number for 22 and 99 is the highest number for 22, right? So that's the easy way to get it. So these are all like different techniques to understand the problem. We have not yet started getting into the problem yet, right? So we just got, okay, what is the minimum number possible and what is the maximum number possible for a given thing. So let's go ahead and try to understand how to get minimum number and how to get the maximum number. So first, let's try to get the maximum number, right? So the logic is pretty simple, right? So what is the maximum number from 0 to 9? It is 9, obviously, right? So from 0 to 9, the maximum number is 9. So what I am going to see is, from the given number NUM, you have several digits, right? Maybe let's take a look at take the example of 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6, this is our number. What we are going to do is, we are going to replace the first digit which is not equal to 9 by 9, right? So the logic is, we have to replace the first digit in that number. The first digit, when I am saying is, it is always from left to right, okay? First digit is always from left to right, I am referring. So we have to find the first digit which is not 9 and replace that with a 9. Simple, right? So from left to right, 1 2 3 4 5 6, this is actually a big number which is having 6 digits. The first number which is not 9 is the first digit itself. So if we transform that, right, and remember, that means x is equal to 1, y is equal to 9. So that means we have to replace all occurrences of 1's with 9. What that number will become? 9 2 3 4 5 6. So this is the maximum number, okay? This is the maximum number that is possible for 1 2 3 4 5 6. Remember, we are allowed to choose only one x and one y for one number. So this will be, let's say, b. I am calling maximum number as b, okay? And what could be the minimum number? So what could be the minimum number with that, right? So can anything be the minimum number is the question. We will come to the minimum number in a bit. So 9 2 3 4 5 6 is the maximum number. Let's go ahead and try to look at one more example. So this one, 9 2 8 8, right? So if we go with the same logic, right, we have to find out the first digit which is not 9. So first digit which is not 9. So this is already 9. So we don't have to replace it. So the second, right? Second digit is not 9. So here x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 9. So if you do that operation, right, what it will become? 9988. So this is the maximum number. I am calling it as B, right? So that is how you are going to get the maximum number. So basically you have to replace the first digit which is not 9, replace that and all its occurrences. Okay, that is the maximum number, right? So let's go to minimum number. So I have written down simple approach is to check if you have any digit not 9 from left to right and replace all its instances with 9, right? So that is the maximum number we got, right? And next, minimum number. So how to get a minimum number? So in some cases, the number itself given is a minimum number, right? So this is what it says, right? The digit y can be equal to x, right? If you take whatever it is there and replace it with the same thing, right? It itself is the minimum number. That means, let's say for example 11. What is the minimum number possible? 11 itself. That's it. 11 is the minimum number. A I am calling, right? So A minimum number, right? So for 11 itself is a minimum number. So, but how to come up with a minimum number is the question, right? Let's go and try to understand what it takes to get a minimum number. In our previous illustration, right, for 555, we started with 0. Obviously, if we start with 0, the number was becoming 0, right? Because we have to replace 5 with zeros. So 0, 0, 0. It is violating this constraint. Let's take this example. That is a better example. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for this, if you want to get the minimum number, what we are going to do? So what is the minimum of all 0 to 9? Obviously 0. 0 is the minimum number, right? So can we replace 1 with 0? No, because it said leading zeros are not allowed. If we replace with 1 with 0, right, it will be 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not allowed, right? Not allowed. But that means we have to leave 1 as it is. So 1 as it is, I am putting a space wantedly, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can we do or can we replace 2 with 0? Right? Can we replace 2 with 0? Yes, right? So can we replace 2 with 0? Yes. So this will become the minimum number, right? So this will become the minimum number. A, right? A, minimum number. So likewise, you have to find a first digit which is not equal to either 1 or 0 and replace it with 0, right? So if the first digit itself is 1, that is a special case. We cannot replace that with a 0 because we are not allowed to have leading zeros. But second digit, you can replace it with 0. That will become the minimum number possible. And moreover, replace all the occurrence of the representation, right? So that's how we are going to do anyway. So now we know that we can get the minimum number and we can get the maximum number. What else? We just subtract it and send the difference back. That's it. We are done with that problem, right? So we are able to get a minimum number for the given number and get the maximum number. So maximum number minus minimum number. So we have been calling maximum as B and minimum as A. So the answer is B minus A. That's it. So this will be the answer, right? So I have given some notes here. So how can we get the minimum number, right? So if the first digit is not 1, right? If it is not 1, then you replace it with 1 because the 1 is the lowest number possible. Obviously, you cannot replace it with 0 because of it introduces leading zeros, right? But what if first number is 0? So first number is 1. If first step number is 1, we have to skip that. Just like we have skipped in this example, right? We have to skip that and look for a number which is not 1 or any 1 or 0, right? So replace that with 0, right? That's what we did. So that's the simple logic that we are going to use, right? So let's go ahead and try to look at the code for this. So it just follows the same thing, whatever I have described, right? So code is pretty simple here, okay? So we are passed with a number. I am converting the number to a character array, right? And I am going to use the character array to get the minimum and maximum number. So choose maximum number. I have a function written down. We'll go through that and choose a minimum number. So basically I am passing this array which is converted from number. I am passing that array to choose a maximum number and choose a minimum number. I am calling maximum is A in here and minimum is B, as opposed to B and A in my explanation, okay? And once we have the maximum number and minimum number, what we are looking is the max difference, just A minus B, that's it. So this is a simple code, but now let's go ahead and look how I am getting the maximum number, how I am getting the minimum number. It just follows the same thing as we talked. Right? So choose the maximum number. We are passed with this array, right? Now, so I'm getting the length. So this is what character to be replaced with what character is the question. So even though it says pick digit X, digit Y, right? So as per the data type, since I converted them to character array, I am using it as character, okay na? So SB is equal to new string builder. I am declaring a new string builder here. So now for choosing the maximum number, as long as the number is not 9 from left to right, just replace that. That's what it is, right? So this for will get me the first number which is not 9, right? For example, if all numbers are 9, right, the replacement will be empty, right? Otherwise replacement will have that particular character. So this will find me what is the first character which is not 9. So I am going to replace all the occurrences of that character with 9. So that will be taken care by the next for loop, right? So here if it is equal to the replacement character, right, then append it to use 9, otherwise just take the CI itself, finally return the string. So this is how we are coming up with the maximum number, right? So let's go ahead and look at the minimum number, right? So minimum number, so this is a bit tricky, right, because what that we talked. So in the case of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 number, we can't replace 1 with 0 because of the leading zeros, right? So there are so many constraints that happen for choosing the minimum number. Let's go ahead and look at it. So these are same anyway. I just have more this actual thing as an extra character, right? So if CF0 is 1, that means the first character in the given number is 1. In that case, what we are going to do? If it is not 1, right? If it is not 1, just replace it with 1 and go away, right? That's what we are going to do. Just replace it with 1 and go away. I have the for loop down below to do the actual replacement though, okay? So this is actually doing the replacement, okay? This is a bit of outside the if and else loop, okay? Once we find out the character, we are replacing it here, okay? Let's go up when the first character is 1. If first character is not 1, we just simply replace it and all its occurrences also, right? If it is 1, then we go through, we start from the second character, I is equal to 1, right? That means the second index, right? Check if it is not equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, you have to move further anyway. If it is not equal to 0, and check if it is equal to 1. We cannot choose 1 also, because if we replace 1 with something else, you are going to replace the one which appears in the first position also, That's why we are skipping ones. So whatever the character that you get which is not 0 and not 1, that you are going to replace with 0. In our example of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we are replacing 2 with 0, right? So for example, if it was 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? In that case, we would go 1, 1, 0, 3, 4. That will be the minimum number, because we can't replace ones with zeros, right? So that's the logic that we have to understand. So for that case, for if c is equal to c of I is equal to 1, I am not doing anything. I purposefully left this open to get a better understanding, right? Otherwise, we got a replacement and break it up from the for loop and go to the replacement. So that is how we are doing the, or we are calculating the minimum number. So we looked at the maximum number calculation, we looked at the minimum number calculation, and then we are doing a minus b. That's it, right? So let's go ahead and look at the time complexity and space complexity for this algorithm, right? So time complexity, right? So the number, let's say length of the number is n, right? Length of the number is n. So when we are choosing the maximum, we are going through the array a maximum of couple of times, right? So if this is a one for loop and this is one more for loop. So we are going through the array maximum of 2 times. So 2n, right? For choosing the maximum. Similarly, for choosing the minimum, it's also 2n. So 2n plus 2n is 4n. Since we are going to eliminate the constants from the basically big O notation, the time complexity will be order of n. So the total complexity, time complexity will be order of n, where n is the length of the number given, right? And let's go ahead and look at the space complexity. What is the space that we are using? This character array. So what is the length of the character array? This will be also equal to the length of the given number. So if the length of the given number is n, the time complexity is also order of n, space complexity is also order of n. So if you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Please subscribe to my channel and also share among your friends. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon. If you click the bell icon, you would get notifications for all my future videos. Thank you for watching. I will be back with another video very soon. Till then, goodbye.